Hello everybody, in this lesson I will teach you type 3 of nature of the roots. Here I will show you how to prove the roots are of a certain nature. Example 1. Show that x squared plus mx plus m squared plus 1 is equal to 0 has non-real roots. First of all, you need to check that your equation is indeed in standard form, and then we're going to allocate values for a, b, and c. Now, a's value, if there's nothing, the coefficient of x squared, if there's nothing, there's an invisible 1. So a's value is 1, b's value is the coefficient of x, in this case plus m, and then c's value is everything without an x, we say the constant term. Therefore, in this example, c's value is m squared plus 1. Now we work out the discriminant. Delta is equal to b squared minus 4 times a times c. In b's place, it's m squared minus 4, a's value is 1, and c's value is this m squared plus 1. In the next step, m squared, and then I'm going to say minus 4 times 1 is negative 4, and then I multiply it into m squared, so it becomes minus 4m squared, and I multiply it into plus 1, and it's negative 4. And then I see that these two are like terms. M squared minus 4m squared is negative 3m squared minus 4. Then we have to prove that that equation has non-real roots. Now we're going to dissect the discriminant, and we say negative 4 is smaller than 0 and negative 3m squared is smaller than 0. Whatever you substitute in m's place, the square will make it positive, but then it will still multiply with negative 3. Therefore, that whole term will be negative. In other words, smaller than 0. And now, therefore, your delta is smaller than 0, and then roots are non-real. Example 2. Show that the roots of x squared plus bx minus qx is equal to pq are rational for all values of p and q. There's your equation. Now the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to write your equation in standard form, and therefore your pq will walk across and become negative pq. Then you will find there's a plus px and a minus qx. Both terms contain an x, therefore I'm going to factorize by taking out x as a common factor. Then I have my equation in standard form, and now I can assign a value for a. A is x squared's invisible coefficient, which is 1. B's value is this whole p minus q in front of x, and c's value is minus pq, the term without the x. Then you work out the discriminant delta is equal to b squared minus 4 times a times c. In b's place, it's the p minus q inside a bracket squared minus 4 times 1 times negative pq. In the next step, I'm going to write this p minus q squared twice. You multiply that out and you end with p squared minus 2pq plus q squared, and then minus 4 times 1 is plus 4pq. And then I can add my two like terms. Negative 2pq plus 4pq is in the middle there, 2pq. Then you will see that your discriminant you can factorize and it becomes a perfect square, p plus q squared inside a bracket. Therefore, delta is a perfect square, the roots are rational. Example 3. Show that the equation x squared minus bx minus b squared is equal to 2 has two real roots for all real values of b. Again, there's your equation, and we write our equation in standard form. So what happened here was 2 walked over and it became negative 2. Then we are going to work out the discriminant, but I first need to assign values to A is 1, B is negative B, and C is both of them, everything without an x. So C's value is negative b squared negative 2. Then into the discriminant, delta is equal to b squared minus 4ac. I will substitute. In b's place, negative b squared inside a bracket minus 4. A's value is 1 and C's value was both terms negative b squared minus 2. Now I will work out the little sum there. Negative b squared becomes b squared, and then negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 times negative b squared becomes plus 4b squared, and negative 4 times negative 2 becomes plus 8. And in the next step, b squared plus 4b squared is 5b squared plus 8. Now that you know what delta is, we have to show that the equation has real roots. So what you do is you say b squared is greater or equal to 0 for all values p element real. That means it doesn't matter what value you will substitute into p's place, the square will make it positive. In other words, bigger than 0. If you multiply that with positive 5, it will still be bigger, greater, and equal to 0. 5b squared is greater or equal to 0 for all values p element real. And then if you have 5b squared plus 8, now you will see the whole thing, but suddenly it's just greater than 0, can't be equal to 0. And then therefore your roots are real. Please like my video, and have you subscribed yet? In the next video, I will teach you how to find the equation if the roots are given. Click on the video in the left-hand corner to take you straight to the next lesson.